Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Atari ST A to Z, a series of short playthroughs of Atari ST games, some which I grew up with and some which are new to me. Today it's one of the former. Today we're looking at a game called Yomo, or Yomo, I've never been quite sure how to pronounce it. This was a runner-up in the 1989 Games Writer of the Year award organised by Mandarin Software. And it was written using STOS, the game creator, which I actually have a lovely copy of here. For the unfamiliar, this was quite a popular package on Atari ST for putting together games because it was basically a variant on BASIC. So it was quite easy to learn, but it had a lot of game-specific features in it, like sprite and screen handling, and also a bunch of accessories you could use to do things like compose music, draw maps, draw sprites, animate, that sort of thing. And it was later released, Yomo was, I should say, was later released as part of this package here called Games Galore, which was a 4-game compilation designed as a showcase of what STOS was capable of. So this contained 4 games in total. One was called Skate Tribe, which was a vertically scrolling avoid 'em up, basically. There was Sky Strike, which was subsequently developed further into a game called Sky Strike Plus, which became a little bit more well known. There was Yomo, or Yomo, and Mouthtrap, which was a sort of Pac-Man style eat them all game. So let's just have a little look at what the instructions have to say about our friend Yomo. Where are we? Yomo, here we are. Okay, another Shadow Software creation. This one uses their Tome editor, T-O-M-E. Not sure what that is. Yomo is a simply stunning example of how STOS can be used to create commercial standard products. Aaron, which is the developer, I think he also worked on something else in here, which was, I think, Sky Strike? Yes. The guy was called Aaron Fothergill, and his brother Adam produced all the graphics. So he also made Sky Strike on here, so he actually has 2 games on here. So Aaron is currently developing a 25+ level version with extra missions and new features. See the STOS Club for details. So the premise of Yomo is, as an amateur world saver, you must wipe out the TBR bases in 6 cities and destroy the 2 controlling brain spaceships that are holding several top scientists and soap stars hostage. You must also rescue hostages that are being held in ground installations, recover downed ships, and capture special bonus weapons from the enemy. You'll be constantly attacked by TBR fighter ships and their drone ships, not to mention their tanks and rocket troops. So in the interests of fairness, you have been equipped with various drone ships, tanks and troops of your own, not to mention 2 clones of yourself in case you get killed. Go get them. So I remember this being quite an interesting game actually. I haven't played it for a very long time, but I remember it having some interesting sort of almost quasi-strategic elements in that you could sort of get out of your ship and go into different vehicles and that sort of thing, and there were bonus things you could pick up and all sorts of other things. So quite looking forward to revisiting this one actually, because I remember liking it quite a bit, but also maybe not entirely understanding it as well as I perhaps might have been able to as a kid. But anyway, let's go play Yomo, or Yomo, still don't know. Whatever, let's go play it. Okay, here we are with Yomo for the Atari ST. Now I've actually brought the manual with me because I remember this being a little bit complicated actually. So I'm going to need to check what we do in this. I believe this may be a pirate copy, judging by the greets that we've got there. Okay, so apart from your Colt 80 stopper train handgun, you could fly 2 different ships, the Grub Walker Bomber and the Silverfish Fighter. Oh yeah, this is complicated. Alright, so the kind of strategic element of this comes with these drones that you can use. Both you and the TBRs have automatic drone ships that are set to fly over your marker flag and drop their load of troops or bombs, or to fly along and drop decoy flares. All drones can be activated by kicking them, joystick up when on foot, or by pressing the 1, 2 and 3 keys. So you press the F key to drop your marker. Purple and orange drones drop bombs, green drones drop troops, and blue and white drones are decoys. There are tanks as well, which will destroy all ground installations to the left of your marker flag. Okay, I think I get it. So let's just check the controls. So on foot, joystick left and right, move. Up is kick an object to use it. When you're flying, you move the ship around. Space selects weapons. Fire button fires weapons. Question mark drops flare. P drops parachute mines. F drops marker flag, beg your pardon. N drops the paranuke if carried. T requests a tank for 2,000 points. M requests men. And tab pauses for some reason. Alright, well let's see what happens. F9 for info. Okay, so these are the different ships that we've got. That's just going to show our different possibilities, isn't it? Okay, let's just play. Let's just play. Oh, we got to sit through all this now. Alright, let's go. The TBRs have test dropped a paranuke bomb behind their lines. Fortunately, it didn't go off. Retrieve it. Alright, so we are the tiny little dude there. We can hop into a thing like this. This is the grub. And pressing the spacebar, there we are, that switches between our weapons. So we got homing missiles. Oh, and we can also be shot down as well. Am I dead? Yes. Oh dear. It's not a good start, is it? Yeah. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's go do some recon with the fighter. So this one we got the missiles, we got the gun, and it's got bombs as well. So it's basically got the same capabilities as the grub. Another grub sitting there by itself. There we are. You can't blow up by crashing into the enemies. One of the things because I flew straight through him. Is that a thing we can destroy? Yes. We got lots of points for that. 4,000 points for that as well. I'm not going to complain. So I believe what we want to do is we want to find the enemy base, which should be over to the left somewhere. Invasion! Is that what these trucks are doing? Do we need to destroy these trucks? Let's try dropping some bombs and see what happens. Oh, storm! Oh my god! And I'm dead. I think that might be it. Is that it? Yes! It's all over! With a fancy graphical effect. STOS is quite good at those, as I recall. No, you can't eject from ships either. Okay, fair enough. Let's have another go. I think I understand what's going on here. Let's try again. Yes, when you're quite finished with your fancy alternating pixels effect. Right. How do these walker things work? So they can walk along the ground like that. But they can also take off. But they're different from the other kind of grub because they've... Oh god. Oh, no! Alright. The trouble is, I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be bombing. Evidently not that. Oh, we only have like 2 bombs with this this kind of ship anyway. That's presumably the main difference between this and the Grub. The Grub probably has a lot more bombs. Still got missiles though. I'll take him down before I die. There we go. Nicely done. Oh, I ejected. I don't know how that happened. But I did. And I can't get past that. So now what do I do? Can I shoot my way through there? Can I shoot this truck? Or am I going to get run over? No. I think I'm stuck. We have to surrender him. So it's Control Q to do that. That takes you back to the base. Could do with a lot more sort of on-screen feedback in this game. So like, I can't see anywhere that's indicating how many lives I've got left. Or indeed how much ammunition I've got for the... Oh, okay, that's a drone. So I can't fly that myself. But I've sent them off to go and do something now. And there's the troops, and they're just blowing up everything in their path, regardless of whether it belongs to us from the look of things. Don't shoot me. Oh, I see. If you press the fire button while you're going down, I think you eject. Yeah, and that allows you to save your pilot and get back to whatever it was you were doing. Shoot those enemy troops that are coming into our base. Can't quite reach him from here. It's unfortunate. Alright, let's go do some reconnaissance. Those missiles are mostly fire and forget, which is nice. Do have one right on my tail though. Oh, it's my own one. That's okay. I can deal with my own missiles following me. That's not what I told you to shoot at. No, I'm out of missiles now. So now I've just got this cannon. It's just still enough to destroy stuff, that's good. Can't quite get this though. Die. I'm starting to get a feel for this. Oh, I'm out of everything. Except bombs. No, I'm literally out of everything. Ooh, what's that? That looks like something I... No! Eject! Oh, it looks like something I probably want to pick up. Is that the, nuke bomb thing. What was it called? The para-nuke. Oh yeah, there we are. So that's been added to the inventory down there. And what is this, I wonder? It's a thing that kills me. Okay. Anyway, I think we'll leave that there for now. I remember liking this game a lot when I was a kid, but I also remember not really 100% understanding what was going on. I just liked the sampled sound effects and the explosions and the fancy graphical effects and so on. But yeah, it's an interesting little game, really, because it's, in some ways, it's sort of an early example of a real-time strategy game in many ways, in which you are a direct participant on the battlefield. So there's certainly some scope to explore things nicely in there. But yeah, it's a little bit obtuse in places, but yeah, worth a look. Like I say, it's also part of the Games Galore collection there, which is quite a good showcase of what STOS can do. So if you're interested in what sort of amateur programmers were putting together using STOS, the game creator, then that's a great place to start. But there's also a lot of really interesting public domain titles which were released that are being created with STOS as well. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please help out the channel by leaving a like or a comment and subscribing. New episodes of Atari A to Z are on Tuesdays and Atari ST A to Z on Thursdays. Check out atari-a-to-z.wordpress.com for a full archive. Do please also check out my other projects moegamer.net, where I explore Japanese and Japanese-inspired games from yesterday and today, and videopackgames.wordpress.com, which aims to catalogue a small but well-formed library of the Philips G7000 Videopack computer, also known as the Magnavox Odyssey 2. You can also support my work on Patreon or buy me a coffee. You can find links to do both down in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.